Derby County and a range of other Championship clubs have been linked with the signing of Northern Ireland striker Ronan Hale. Now, last season, he scored 18 goals across the course of all competitions, including the Premiership relegation and the Premiership playoff that happens over in Scotland. Now, Ronan Hale is certainly a talented prospect, but at 26 years of age, is he someone who Derby County need? Now, he stands at 1.76 metres tall. I do believe that he has been called up for the Northern Ireland national team, although it states he has not yet made his debut. He is contracted at Ross County until 2027. But is it a move which Derby County can make? Now, obviously, everyone will form their own opinions on this. And I think we all know that the Scottish League isn't necessarily the greatest league in the world. But we know that there can be some good talents come from there. You look at the likes of Graham Shinney. Craig Forsyth, before moving down to England, came from Dundee. And it's one of those for me which certainly opens up some doors. But will Ronan Hale be joining Derby County? Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets. Now, it is being reported by Birmingham Live that Ross County chairman Roy McGregor has made it clear that clubs interested in the signing of Ronan Hale will need to put forward at a minimum £1 million before the club even consider letting him go. Now, it's obvious last season he was a massive person for them in their season, and obviously with them staying in the Scottish Premiership. And you look at a team like Ross County, I'm not going to say they're a massive club, I'm not going to say they're a tiny club, but obviously in Scotland, it's one of those where you've got in my opinion, I think there's 2 big clubs. You've got Rangers, you've got Celtic, and then you've got the likes of Aberdeen. You've got a couple of Dundees, maybe Hearts, maybe get a shout. But ultimately, you've got those sorts of clubs which realistically you need to sort of be having that conversation about. I don't think there's that many sort of massive clubs for me. Now, when you look at someone like Ross County, like, it's obvious that moves are going to be made because like some of the players are quite clearly too good for them. And I think that when you discuss someone like Ronan Hale, I personally believe he is one of those players that is too good for them. Now, do I believe that he's going to move clubs this summer? I certainly do believe it's a possibility. Now, with the transfer fee being rumoured to be around £1 million, I think it may take Derby County out of the equation because it's very much an unknown sort of piece of information as to how it might react, in my opinion. Now, we've seen Lars Jørgen Selverson come in for what was it, £700,000 I think it was at the start, and then you've got players like Sondre Langas, £4.5 million, and I think Derby County have got to be very careful in the way they spend money, especially in that forward area. I think we have to spend money, don't get me wrong, I think many people will agree, but to do that you've got to make sure you buy the right players. And in my opinion, £1 million for a player who, realistically, yes, he scored 17 goals in the Scottish Premier League last season, but he needs, in my opinion, he needs that sort of role over in England. He needs to come and play some football over here, and I'm not sure that paying £1 million for him right now is the right call. Now, obviously, Ross County being relegated sort of opens up that door, but it's one of those for me where it's definitely it's a questionable one. It's not one that I think should be a guaranteed goer. It's not one that I think should be a guarantee of sort of, oh, we have to make this move. This is a move that needs to happen. Now, realistically, if we look across the course of his career, 265 appearances, 113 goals, 28 assists, 37 yellows and 1 red card, 18,036 minutes. Obviously, as I mentioned at the start of this video, can play all across that forward line, but realistically is not played a great deal of football in top divisions. He's played in Ireland. He's played obviously in Scotland now as well. And don't get me wrong, I certainly think there's a player there, and I think that there is a level that he could find. But do I think it's a level that he's going to find at Derby County? Do I think it's a chance that Derby County can take? In my opinion, I don't necessarily believe so. I think that Derby County sort of need to sort of go for more, especially in that forward area, proven commodities. Now, because at the moment, you look at what we've got, Jorgen Selverson and Dejan Brown as our striking options, which, don't get me wrong, Dejan Brown has a bright future. Lars Jorgen Selverson might be amazing. But right now, we have no idea sort of how that's going to shape up next season. And we don't really know what John Eustace is trying to do, which is sort of why these sort of forward moves are so difficult to sort of predict. Because if he's going to play two strikers, Hale could be brilliant to play next to Selverson. Or it could be a case of going to try and pick up a deal with Jerry Yates or something along those lines. And there's many different ways that this sort of move could go. And there's many different ways in which John Eustace could take this Derby County team forward. There's no guarantee that he's going to follow suit of his previous clubs where he plays 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. There's no sort of guesswork as to sort of how this is actually going to shape up. Obviously, we're on the 21st of June as I'm recording this video, and it's a real difficult one to sort of judge and predict how Derby County are going to play, how they're going to look, and how John Eustace wants them to play based on the links that we've had so far. Because genuinely, if you listen to what Stephen Pearce said, he said that the early signings are going to be depth options, and I don't disagree with that based on what we're being linked to him. Andreas Weimann is a depth option. Danny Bath is a depth option if that happens. Dion Sanderson, a depth option at centre-back. Cody Drammer, depth option at full-back. Ronan Hale, a depth... Well, Ronan Hale would have to be sort of, if we play two strikers, a starter. So it's one of those for me where we still don't really know what sort of the base of the team is going to look like. Obviously, if fit, it would be Zetterstrom, Clark, Langas, Wilson, probably Elder at left back with Adams in the middle. But then where do you go from there? Obviously, Kenzo and Osborne are the only other two central midfielders. Jackson and Corey Blackett-Taylor are the only other wide options. And then you probably go with Selverson up front. So it's sort of a very, very interesting sort of development that we find ourselves in at the moment. And that's obviously something which we need to see across the course of the next few weeks. And I do believe that some transfers will begin to start being announced over the course of probably maybe the next 10 days or so. Now, don't quote me on that. I've got no insider knowledge. I don't know if we will get any news, but I'm hoping that we do, if I'm completely honest. Now, obviously, you can let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. If you have not done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And if you haven't done so already, go and check out my other channels. Obviously, there's a gaming channel, there's the F1 channel as well. I'm thinking of doing a bit of a giveaway across the course of this channel and those channels as a result of the support I've had over the course of the last couple of months, because it has been absolutely ridiculous. So if you have got this far in the video, drop a ram down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the giveaway. I'm going to put a post out on Monday afternoon, sort of to see what people are sort of thinking in regards to that of a giveaway, and it's going to be completely free. Nothing like the raffle that I've done. It's going to be completely free to enter. There's just going to be certain things you're going to have to do in order to do that. Now, obviously, if you have not done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch you in my next video. Do you want to win yourself the brand new Derby County 2025-26 home shirt? Well, I'm here to give you an opportunity to do that. There will be a link down in the description where you can head on over to raffle.com to join a raffle where you can win the Derby County home shirt. Ticket prices start at just £1 with a range of different discounts available. You can buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, 5 tickets, get 5 free, 10 tickets, get 10 free, and 15 tickets to get 15 free. The intention with this is to give you guys the opportunity to win a Derby County shirt for less than the valued cost in the shop. So if you haven't done so already, head on down to the description, click on the link in the description, which will take you over to raffle.com, create yourself an account, answer the question, and join this raffle. The winner will be announced on August 1st at 6 p.m. as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. So if you haven't done so already, head on over there and get your tickets.